And we know many small businesses use Canada Post for their parcel service needs. But the uncertainty of further job action has owners struggling to stay afloat. So for a closer look at this, I want to bring in Don McCowan. He's the owner of Wheels and Wings Hobbies in Toronto. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
So first, how did you react to the news that there's no strike yet, although there's the expectation of delays?
They can say there's no strike, but to the customer, they're afraid of placing orders that are going to go through Canada Post, because the last time some of their orders got held up for up to 6 weeks during a strike. So to us, it's not helping us at all.
Let's get a closer sort of picture of what your business needs are when it comes to Canada Post. How much do you rely on that for parcel service?
We use them about 98% of the time, and the e-com site represents about 50% of our total business. So for us, it's a major hit.
So what have you noticed so far when you say that even though there's no strike action taking place just yet, customers are sort of looking at it saying, well, there's nothing certain. How is that impacting you?
Well, what we've done is we've had to switch a lot of our product or our shipments over to courier, UPS. We've announced a shipping compensation package where they all get 10% off on any of our products to try to compensate for the additional cost of shipping, which does help us, and it keeps the door open. But that's basically what we've done. But to the customer right now, as you mentioned, there could be slowdowns, et cetera, et cetera. So we can't take the chance of putting shipments into the post office right now.
In terms of slowdowns, you're already seeing an impact. What have you observed so far?
Right now, what's going to probably happen if we look at what it was like in the last strike, we'll probably drop about 40%, 30% of our total business. But we're also taking a hit in our profit margin. So, I mean, the overall performance of our business is going to be, it will be hit pretty hard, actually.
How difficult is all of this for you to navigate?
It's hard because we're also trying to navigate the tariffs, the slowdown in the industry, the layoffs, the hiring freezes. We have to look at everything. We've been notified by our suppliers that they're starting to receive now the tariffed products. And a lot of stuff that we buy comes from China, goes through in bulk to the United States, and then it gets transferred to Canada, which means that means it gets tariffed in the United States. So as their warehouse fills up with that product, we want to slow down buying it because it's just not going to sell. And then once the strike is over, and once the tariffs are removed, there's going to be warehouses full of very expensive product that they're going to be trying to get rid of.
So we know that, of course, we're watching for any developments when it comes to whether or not any further action will be taken by Canada Post. But in the meantime, you're saying you're already seeing impacts combined of the potential threat of Canada Post work stoppage and also of the tariffs. How is this impacting your bottom line?
Because of the strike in November, December, being a retailer, that's where we make most of our profit to build a nest egg that gets us through the rest of the year. We don't have the nest egg. We lost that in the last strike. So it's harder for us this time than it was, back then. So what's going to happen for us here is if we can make enough profit to make ends meet, we'll start what we call feeding off our inventory. So we'll cease buying some of the products, sell the products we have, and use that money to pay our employees and keep the doors open.
Earlier in our conversation, you had mentioned that you've put out sort of an offer in order to mitigate the damage to customers or the delays to customers in order to keep them ordering product. What specifically is that offer, and how does that impact your bottom line? Is it something that's sustainable?
Yes, it is sustainable. What we've done is we've said on all of our products, except there's two exceptions, that take any of our prices and as you go to cash out, we're going to give you a 10% discount. And that is strictly to compensate the freight costs. and our customers seem to be taking that very positively. And, we're hoping that they continue to do so. There are a lot of our customers that will actually say ship by Canada Post, but don't put it in the mail just yet. There's some of our items are very hard to find, so people will say, I can wait a month or 2 months for them.
Don, I want to thank you for sharing your perspectives on this. Of course, we'll all be watching closely what continues to develop in this dispute. Thanks for your time.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you for helping us all out.
That is the owner of Wheels and Wings Hobbies, Don McCowan. Thanks for joining us.